Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back. You're watching iAllegedly. And I've got a really good one for you today because I am in San Diego at Japanese Garden at Balboa Park. And this place is awesome. A lot of cool stuff to look at. And we're going to cover the everything bubble in the economy. And that, I don't know if you guys heard, but Peter Schiff is Satoshi Nakamoto. So there's some good news there. The Gold King is Satoshi. That was an April Fool's joke, but I loved it. So before I get into it, please take a second to hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. Share this with everybody. Don't forget the final reminder for the fundraiser for the Angel tickets. We've got a large group going to the Angel game on next Monday night, and it's supporting a great charity, Joseph Dreamhouse. If you guys would also like to join our email list, we just had an email go out. If you guys are on that list, check your spam filters because a lot of people got it and it went to thousands of people and it's awesome. And let's get into it. There is so much happening right now with everything from inflation to the supply chain to banking to a little bit of everything right now. No matter where you live in the world, this is affecting each and every one of us. I love this place. I love this place, first of all, before I really get into this video, just because there's so many cool places to walk and hang out. And it's right next to the San Diego Zoo. It's an inexpensive little trip, but there's a bunch of cool stuff to see. It's very peaceful and just really nice. Now let's start with real estate. The Dallas Fed just announced that they see a bubble in real estate. And what do they blame? That things are unhinged from fundamentals. They have seen 5 straight quarters of completely insane growth that we've never seen before, and they see that as a real problem. Okay, here's the thing, guys. This channel, the one thing that we talk about a lot is business fundamentals. And with that, with business fundamentals, try to get out of debt, okay? So the idea with this is that the Fed is now admitting that real estate is completely out of whack right now. Okay, let's look at a couple things. What's the most popular mortgage right now? 30 years. What's the second? An adjustable rate, okay? It's at 12% of the mortgages right now are written at that. What are all the banks pushing right now for affordability? A 40-year mortgage. I want you to think about this. 2062, the year 2062, is when you pay off that mortgage today if you kept a 40-year mortgage today. Okay, no. Does that give you an ounce of, is that insane or what? So you're going to have a 40-year mortgage is what they're pitching now. So again, I don't know what people are thinking. You know, the idea is not to be rich, because we all can't be rich. But the idea is we can all have a sensible economic structure in our lives to where we're not riddled with debt right now. This place is really big, guys. Check this out. This is overlooking the bottom walkway below me. But really, really insane. So, guys, fix the affordability problem in your mortgage. Go out and get that $1.5 million house. You deserve it. You deserve the car that you've always wanted and the payments you guys have always wanted. Go get them. Be the first, okay? Everybody I know that is really, really wealthy doesn't spend money the way that you think they do. They don't just sit there, oh, I can go buy a plane. I'm gonna get one because I can afford it. You don't live that way. You live comfortably to where when you put your head in a pillow at the end of the day, you can go to bed and not have a worry. When you wake up, you're not riddled with debt. That's the idea with it. Get yourself out of debt, guys. Don't borrow money on your credit cards. The tax returns right now, people are starting to get those. People are starting to admit that they're going to use their tax returns to live on, okay? Won't be buying anything special this year. You know, almost half are gonna pay bills and use it for bills. So, I mean, that's it. I think I said that twice. It's pay bills and eat is what I meant. Okay, look at the koi fish, they're huge. I get people that write me all the time and tell me, hey Dan, my house is paid off and I've got a low payment and my mortgage is under $1,500 a month. Why should I move? Don't sell your house. That's not the idea with it. The idea is to be comfortable. People right now are debt slaves. And I hate using cliched terms like that, but it's pathetic right now. Why would you want to be so riddled with debt right now that you have to get up and go to work, okay? You want to have freedom? Don't owe anybody any money. That's freedom, guys, okay? Seriously. People that write me and tell me that they're, this close to paying their student debt, loan debt off, congratulations to you. You should be incredibly proud of yourself for that. But this is going to end badly with these this real estate debacle. Now, people are writing me and saying this is not going to be the same as last time because of the adjustables, and we don't have the problem that we had last time with the liar loans and things like that. Sure we do, guys. It's going to be a problem. You just can't have this rocket ship of real estate go up forever. You just can't. Isn't this cool, guys? I'm telling you, my next house, backyard's going to be like this. Not this big, but it's going to be this feel and this look. There's a bunch of cool things here where they built wooden staircases, and then they've got rope supports for the railings. Really cool up here, but really just a peaceful place to walk. All this cool stuff, guys. Isn't that nice? So, good people that reach out all the time. I'm buying the house, Dan. I don't care what you say. Okay, I'm not paying for it. Good luck. But if you don't think that there's a problem, and again, our government's only good for one thing, teasing us with warnings that something may happen. And the Fed stepping forward and saying that there could be a problem, there will be a problem. There's going to be cyber attacks, there's going to be food shortages and things like that because they've mentioned them. So get ready, guys, for all this stuff. Let's talk a few things about banking. The first thing is Jamie Dimon of JP Morgan. He had his annual shareholder letter, and it's worth a read, okay, even if you don't bank there, because he's talking about unprecedented problems that we're having with banking right now. And that is with interest rates, it's with inflation, it's with everything that's going on in our economy, including Ukraine and that entire issue right now. So he sees it as something that's not going to slow down by any way. What I love is, let's talk about this problem, and don't worry, the bank's doing great, we're fantastic, and doesn't know what to do, doesn't offer a solution, but read the thing because it's kind of part of the problem, if you know what I mean. Now, one thing that's interesting is I always recommend that people get themselves into credit unions. There is a credit union that's trying to buy a bank right now, and they're running into hurdle after hurdle after hurdle. And ViStar Credit Union is trying to buy a Heritage Southeast Bank out of Georgia, and it's been delayed again for the third time. And again, if it was the other way around, it would be probably approved in an hour. So you're seeing things like that that are just ridiculous when it comes to your banking, your financial things, and things blocking it. Because again, credit unions are owned by the shareholders and the depositors, and they're much more friendly. Cheaper loans, higher interest rates paid on the savings accounts, just better service generally. So there's that. The next thing is the metaverse. I'm sick of the metaverse already, because the thing that I get with banking is that they don't want to have branches anymore, guys. They don't want to have bank branches, they don't want to have tellers, they don't want to have service and have you go into a building. They want it all online. American Express just announced that it's going to go to the metaverse and have a place in the metaverse that people can go and bank through American Express in the metaverse. Now, guys, this is insane. This is Farmville for banking. So for those of us old enough to remember the ridiculous video game Farmville, which is where you'd set up a fake farm and create a farm. Isn't this cool the way they did this, by the way, guys? Okay. I just love this. You got the posts in the ground, and then you got all the rope. Just a really cool railing system. But again, if you ever get up here, it's just beautiful. They put the granite down on the ground so you can walk on it. It's just absolutely fantastic. So American Express is getting into the the Farmville business with the metaverse. And again, guys, people write me and say, Dan, you don't need to go into a branch. Okay, I want to walk in and make a deposit into my payroll account, and I want some money to go in here and some money to go in there. I need this much back in cash and a cashier's check. Whoa, hold the phone, Dan. You should go to the branch for that. Of course, guys. Okay? You get a paycheck, you put it in the bank, that's one thing. Okay? Credit cards, there's nothing but problems with credit cards right now. Interest rates are going up. They're changing the due dates on credit cards. This is something else I think that's funny, is that they're not sending out the electronic notifications anymore that people get. You have to re-sign up for those things. And again, the idea with that, guys, is that you will forget to do this. You're too busy with running your life and paying your bills and doing normal things to worry about your credit card due date. Okay, there's that. The other thing is that Congress is stepping up, and they're upset about credit card late fees. And they want to do something about the late fees for credit cards, because $21 billion was paid in 2020 in late fees for credit cards. And as they compile it for 2021, it's even going to be higher. So these numbers are staggering, guys, right now when it comes to all this stuff. So banking, overdraft fees, they're trying to, the Consumer Fair Credit Reporting Act is trying to get into the issue of overdraft fees. And is this something that people should be concerned about? And is it a real problem? You bet it's a real problem. It's a huge problem. People don't, people in the poorest communities have a lot of overdraft fees. And the thing about this is that there's very few debit cards right now that, if, let's say you've got very little money in your account and you go swipe the card, most of the times they're going to pay that account. They give you a little bit of leeway and pay that. And the reason for that is that they want you to pay the overdraft fee. So they're investigating this right now because of how much money has been made on it in the future, and it's an absolute problem. So nice walkways, people walking. It's just very cool, guys. But so share your thoughts on all this stuff, guys. You know, the Jamie Dimon thing, it's troubling because I'm so sick of we're living in unprecedented times. Yeah, you guys caused this unprecedented time. You know, rein it in. The final thing with Jamie Dimon is he says, we're going to have to raise interest rates at an absolute huge amount to have a help with inflation and make a difference in inflation. Okay, we'll do it. Raise them today. Okay? You guys think about this. They raised 0.25%, did nothing. The stock market's still going to shoot up, and people are just going to keep buying. So buy, and nothing to worry about. But again, do yourself a favor, guys. Get yourself out of debt. That's the number one thing you can do. And pay your loans off, pay your bills off. Don't borrow on your credit card. I mean, it is tragic to hear that people are getting their tax refunds and having that money already spent. That is horrible right now. Again, I've helped a lot of people borrow a lot of money, raise a lot of money in my business career, but I'm telling you, you don't raise money to put fires out. You raise money to move things forward, borrow money to move things forward. Yeah, you got to borrow money to buy a house and do things like that, but don't just borrow money to be in debt and put fires out, because it's not appreciated. Isn't this cool? Let me show you guys something. Walk over here so I can get a better view of the pond. Look at all these really cool areas to look at and walk through. Really peaceful. Now let's cover inflation. This is a problem worldwide, and I want to thank a subscriber, Dottie, that sent me this. In Germany, on Monday, the 4th of April, it was announced in Germany that people need to be prepared that food prices are going to go up an average of 20 to 50% in the coming weeks. Not over the course of years, weeks, guys. Aldi, which is one of their largest supermarket chains in Germany, has raised prices 20 to 50% right now. And it's happening day after day after day. People are buying food frantically right now because of this. Now, you're seeing meat go up 30%. You're seeing butter go up 30%. And here's the thing that's crazy, is that there is very little livestock. And for two reasons. Number one, they have no feed to feed the livestock to keep things going, to keep pigs growing, to keep cows going. And the problem with this is that because of the war, there's nothing to feed these animals. And without any animals, there's no meat, guys. So there's that. Now, maple syrup, okay, guys? I try not to eat too many pancakes anymore, okay? The older I get. This place is just incredible. So cool. But maple syrup, think about this. The maple syrup growers, Vermont and places like that, have just announced that they're done with tapping season, and they're so happy that it's done because the average gallon of maple syrup went up $6 in 1 month. $6, guys, in a month. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. But when you see things like Germany having a 20 to 50% increase, and yeah, you can blame everything on the war, and you can blame it all on that, okay? This is a problem. The supply chain video, if you haven't seen it yet, take a look at the cargo ship video and the mess that's there. Getting things to people, okay? Here's the problem that you have with Europe, and that is that without Russia involved in things, whether you like them or not, people have to ship things in alternative routes without going through Russia, because you're not going to go through Russia right now. So that being said, you've got to use boats, and the boats are completely backed up. Look at marine traffic if you want an education. If you haven't seen my past video on what a mess the supply chain is, but again, stuff is going to cost you more money than ever. And again, don't save, don't plan, don't worry about it. Just go to your market and eat. Now, as I shop and as I go to restaurants and things like that, and you have meetings and you gotta have coffee and different things like that come about, everything's more expensive. One thing I get a kick out of is Starbucks right now is trying to talk about having more and more shops be unionized. And because I have a kid that works at Starbucks, I'm curious about that. Will this get you more hours if you did it? Oh, Dad, that's an East Coast thing. It's not here. They haven't even discussed that yet. He can't even get a full-time amount of hours. He couldn't get a full week of hours, excuse me. They keep cutting hours for all the employees. They give him 6, they give him 8. You know, there's times he loves it, there's times he hates it. Okay, when I turn him down for money, he hates it. So, again, guys, beautiful waterfalls, all this place. But there's 140 potential Starbucks that could be unionized. Another one in New York just voted to go union. What do you guys think about this? Do you guys think this is going to make a difference? Is it going to make a difference in the quality of a worker's life at a Starbucks, and your barista? Will they be happier? I'm telling you, there's two types of people I think that work at Starbucks. I think there's the kid, like my son, who's going to college and doing things in his life and moving his life forward. And then there's the career people. So tell me, what do you guys think about all this? Is this a big deal? Are you concerned about the German inflation and the fact that they don't have anything to feed the pigs and things like that? Share your thoughts on all this stuff, guys. Think about this problem that's not been solved yet, and that is the chip shortage. Mercedes-Benz just announced that in South America, in Brazil, in fact, they're cutting back 5,000 workers and giving them a 2-week vacation in April because they don't have the chips to manufacture the trucks, the vans, the sprinters, things like that right now. This is in Sao Paulo and Minas Gerais. And again, guys, this is unbelievable when you think about this. 5,000 workers, okay, in these two regions. They did this with 1,200 workers last month in March. So absolutely incredible. Now, one thing that I keep getting people that write me about is their storage units and how the storage units have gone through the roof in the last 90 days. Guys, do everything you can to get rid of your storage units. I had a family member that had a storage unit that was, he had a 15 by 30 storage unit. He said the greatest day was when he got rid of that storage unit. But here's the sick thing, is that people are seeing increases. This last person, 42% was their price increase over their monthly storage rental. Now, again, is it something necessary? Are you storing collectibles? Is it for your business? Is it important, or is it crap? Okay? And you know the answer to that. There's a great article below about people that are storing junk, and how this one woman said, once I had kids, I got rid of all my junk as a hoarder, and it made it so it was much easier to keep everything. So share your thoughts on all this stuff, guys, because I really think that that's the last thing people need right now. And if you want to save in your budget, are you holding worthless junk? Is that what you're keeping track of? So there's that. The next thing is Social Security right now. Think about this, okay? I've had a lot of people write me. You get a flurry of questions and things like that that come in. For some reason, you get a lot of people that write things, one after another. One right now is Social Security. Think about this right. Here's what Congress wants to contemplate changing. If you're eligible, certain people can take Social Security as early as 62. Okay, that's great. They want to raise that age, the minimum age, to 67. Well, by the time I'm eligible for this in 10 years, that would be crazy, guys. It would be impossible to get. So you might as well just raise it to 80, okay? If people like me are not going to be able to get it. That's the issue. Now, here's the thing. The people that have Social Security right now, they're doing construction here. People that have Social Security are complaining about Medicaid going up, Medicare, certain things like that they have to pay for their health insurance, to where the net increase, Dan, they're talking about the 5.9%, it was basically less than $100 for the largest payouts. Again, guys, with inflation going up, with the lie of 7.9%, and everybody knows it's 20% right now, these people cannot afford to live right now. So share your thoughts on all this stuff, guys. I really want to know what you think about this. Look at this one little turtle out here. So, dirty little guy right there. Really enjoying this place because of just how many things there are to see. It's really cool. All these different walkways and bridges and people taking pictures. It's really fun. Really just a great spot. I just want to remind everybody that tax day this year is April 18th. So you got a few more days to file. But the other thing is, Intuit, the company that owns TurboTax. A lot of people write me and tell me how stupid I am to recommend accountants because it's free to file with TurboTax. No, it's not. They just got sued by the Federal Trade Commission because it's not free. Let me give you a couple of examples. If you work in the gig economy, not free. If you have a 1099, not free. Things like that, guys. If you own any crypto, anything like that you want to mention, okay, it's not free. So most people are finding this, and basically about two-thirds of the people that file are finding, oh God, I have to pay to use this. Okay, so there's that. So again, free. They're getting sued because it's not free. Okay, so share your thoughts on this, guys. I really want to know what you think. But again, TurboTax is not free. Get a professional. The other thing is, if you guys need help filing your taxes, most states, like here in California, there is a group of accountants. There's an accounting association that does free tax preparation, will answer your questions for free. Again, accounting nerds that love to do this. That's what you want. You want somebody that's going to get you every possible deduction, that understands what you do. But again, if you can't afford to pay somebody, get some help like this. It's out there, guys. Search in your state and look for the different accounting professional associations and call them. Do you have free tax preparation? No, I don't. No, we don't. Who would you recommend I contact? That's how you get free help, guys. Before I end this video, I want to take a quick moment to thank each and every one of you guys. We just crossed over 180,000 subscribers. I am so grateful to each and every one of you. It's a huge milestone, and I am so appreciative of all of you for being here. And let's cover these last couple stories to finish this video out. First thing is the IRS is saying that they're hiring 10,000 more employees because of the glut of returns and how they're behind on everything. Now, here's the sickest part of this story. It's not that they're hiring, that's great. They're saying we're competing with Target and with McDonald's for employees. Well, guys, okay, that's confidence building. That's just who I want to compete with, is the Target employees and the McDonald's employees when I want a career change. So think about that, guys. The IRS must not be paying anything right now for these people, and I can't imagine what they're doing when they're not skilled right now. So there's that. The next thing, and the final story, is you can now go to the DMV and the metaverse in certain regions. Seoul started this, South Korea started this, and it's absolutely ridiculous because they say that the only thing that you're going to give up by going to the metaverse and the DMV is your privacy. Now, the most inept organization on the planet Earth is the DMV. It's horrible. Here in California, it is absolutely, it is the worst thing that you can absolutely do. It really is. Now, you want to take that and put it online on the metaverse and give up privacy in the meantime. It's lunacy, guys. Absolute lunacy. So, don't forget to hit the like button. Please subscribe to the channel. Please share this with everybody. Don't forget the Joseph Dreamhouse game that we've got next Monday night. And don't forget, if you want more access to me, there's Patreon. We have an email list, which is in the video description below, that you can sign up for. We just sent an email out yesterday, as a matter of fact. So onward and upward, guys. I will see you soon.